Hey everyone, welcome to the Chasing Ebenezer Show. It is our last show of the decade. Of the decade. I was getting ready to say the last show of the year.
Feel so young, thank you.
But wow, it's the last show. Yeah, we've been filming the show for it'll be officially a year next month. So the new year's coming around. It's also your birthday. It's coming up. So.
Yep, it sure is.
Still young. We want to say thank you to all of our patrons and all of our viewers for giving us such a great year. And this is a show. This is a show where we talk about stuff, play you music, and encourage you to be weird. We hope we've done that for you this year.
And in 2020, we'll have new perks for our patrons.
Perks for our
patrons. And next week, the first episode of the year, we will have our Mad Lib for makers. We're going to start for all of our patrons. We'll have a new Mad Lib every month.
This is
going
to be
fun. For all of you viewers, we will do it for you on the video. So
this is gonna be
it could
really
be
cool.
a terrible idea or a great idea or somewhere in between. So since it's my birthday,
you picked the topic.
So a lot of you probably know that I don't especially enjoy birthday time. I don't like the end of the year either, so it's like a double doozy for me. And I am very introspective and ruminate, and I can
cry.
Well, yes, and I can spend lots of time just thinking about everything I didn't do well over the past year and every goal I didn't accomplish and all that good stuff.
And then what you do, and I do this too, is we set these amazing astronomical goals that only people who aren't us could accomplish.
Yeah.
And then we are
sad at the end of the next year.
Yeah.
So, it seems like there's a good balance. What I was thinking about is, okay, the purpose of reflecting on the past is not to stay in the past, but then to move forward. So, this whole episode, yes, I'm so deep.
I know. I was absorbing
is
all
your
that.
art prompt. So I have a bunch of questions. We're going to answer some of them for you, but some of them are just for you to think about. And I'll have these, check out the show notes for our patrons. We'll have this all in printable form. So I'm just going to ask you first some questions to just maybe think through, to journal about, to do some art.
Turntable art.
Yeah, that would be great.
Evan, this is for you. Turntable art.
To reflect back on, and then I'll give you the questions for the next year or this next season. So, in order to move forward, it's great to think about what were some of the best things that happened this past year. You want me to ask you all the questions, or just give you the questions?
I'm gonna answer the ones I want to.
Okay. Okay, so for me, one of the best things was we've been able to start an open mic with Local Roots Northwest, and we've met some amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
So
that is good.
Okay.
My best thing was the Men's Rites of Passage I did this past summer with my friend Ted. That was life-changing for me.
Cool. If you want to know more, send us a message and Ben will answer that.
Mm-hmm.
What was hard this past year? Or what hurt? It's okay to...
My sciatic nerve hurt quite a bit this year, especially in Christmas time.
Okay, for me, one of the hardest things is just depression and cycling through it and thinking, oh, I've got this, and then so that can be hard. But what did I do well? I think I learned a lot of new fiddle music, and I think I watched a lot of TV really well.
You did that great.
Or what can I improve on, and who do I need to share this with? Sometimes when you're reflecting, it's good to share someone. So I'm sharing some of it with all of you.
That's true.
Whether you're interested or not. Yeah. Did you want to answer any more of those before we go on?
No, I think you've done a good job with all of them.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the compliments.
You speak for both of us usually, so no.
Okay, and so then the question for the next year, I'm not super big fan of like New Year's resolutions because I don't keep a lot of them, or it just feels like a duty. I must get this done, and so some of these questions I've been thinking about are more. Maybe you're gonna start some things or let some things go, but it's not always I must do this for a year versus I'd like to try this for a while and then reevaluate it after a couple months.
Maybe quarter goals.
Sure, yeah, or whatever works for you. So, okay, so one of the questions would be, what would I love to do this year? What am I committed to do this year? What don't I want to do? Now, there's a lot of things I don't want to do. Like, I don't like cleaning. I don't like paying bills, any of that stuff. Okay, what I mean more is what should I release or let go of?
That's good. Like, what is not working
What's
for
just
you?
not working, you know? Maybe there's certain kinds of exercise that just don't work for you. But you're like, I said I was going to do this. But, or maybe you've been volunteering somewhere and it's time to move on. So, there you go. What do I feel indifferent about? You know, it's just kind of good to know. Like, do I really care about this? Do I not?
Which means, is it worth investing my time
Right. It might be or it might not be. And, you know, at the end of... Okay, so this will be the end of 2020. What will I feel good about by this time next year? And that can kind of, like, help you be motivated. So, those are just a few questions as you're thinking about the next season. Did you want to answer any of those?
I think I would like to learn how to self-produce my own music, which is something I've already been on the journey of figuring out and learning to do and getting better at.
Yeah. I would like to get my novel sent out to agents, and I'd like to see like something published in a magazine or another blog or something.
That's a good goal.
So that's the goal. That's the goal.
That sounds good.
Yeah. And at the end of 2020, I'll feel good if I like have a healthy exercise lifestyle. We're not going to set a specific weight goal. Just want to be healthy. So
that's good.
Yeah, there's many more. So why don't you share with us what are questions you ask when you're like thinking about the new year? Share with us maybe some of your answers. So there we go. That's all good. I have to say for you.
That's good.
Or to you. Or on the matter.
What song are we doing?
So we did this last year. Then last year we started singing Auld Lang Syne, which is pretty popular. It's at the end of It's a Wonderful Life. You might not know what all the words are, so we would love for you to sing along, and I have the words in the show notes. It basically means for old time's sake. It's a way to remember and be grateful for the people in your lives, and we're grateful for you.
We are.
So we're going to do that. I'm going to play shout out to Beth Heyman, who made this for us.
It's a tiny cajon.
Yep. So I'm going to try not to overwhelm the microphone here. I'll just play it enough.
All right, we ready?
All right, Happy New Year. We love you.
Happy New Year.
Starting it slow, right?
Yep.
I should know this by now. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of Auld Lang Syne? sins.